we're going to be working with, we're going to do an exam. Oops, now I'm touching things and doing a mess of this. Okay, we're going to be practicing an exam, which is not complete, okay? Because for being complete, it should have 50 questions, so it's got 25, so it's not complete, but it is just like a review. This is just to practice new things as we are advancing and so on. So today the class is going to be more relaxed, I know, because the other day, it was a lot of vocabulary, a lot of things. But guys, this is for your for your success in the exam, okay? Because guys, you're going to have a look at this type of words. So you have to know more advanced words, okay? So I'm going to pass the document in case you want to open it there in the chat. Let me open everything. Okay. So guys, this is it. As I have told you now, this is not complete because for being complete it should have 50, but this is good for practicing. We have a little bit of grammar in general, then vocabulary, and then in here we've got similes like comparisons, okay? And I'm going to give you some minutes, and then we are going to correct. That's it. You've got the document in the chat, okay? Okay, let's going to see what the rest say. Maybe they haven't, or yes, I don't know. All right. So let's see. One, you can exchange the gift as long as it is returned within 7 days. Okay, guys, I'm going to be, not quickly, but, well, I'm going to be, yes, a little bit quick. So if you have doubts, please stop me. Two, you should stop smoking. He advised her to stop smoking. Okay, this is like, guys, should is used when you give an advice. So that's basically it. Will my sister to babysit on Friday? Will get my sister to babysit on Friday. Guys, this is called the causative. So in order to distinguish all of these, guys, we have to give a class about all of this. So don't worry about this too much. This is the causative. We are seeing this when we see the passive, when we see the passive voice. I blame the government. What do you have, guys? I want to know your answers. What do you have? Well, you can put it in the chat. Four. It is four, guys. Yes, it is four. On the increase, this is a collocation. You know that a collocation is a fixed expression that we have to study by heart. So this is a blame for. I didn't understand at first, but then, and the answer was clear. What do you have? It is C. Raquel, I think you have set another. But you have to put, guys, it, so this is the key, and to me. Okay, so it's C? Okay, so it is the key. It to somebody, explain something to somebody. If you don't want to, you needn't stay, okay? I'm not going to ask you in all of them, guys, just for the sake of time, because I want to see expressions and so on later. So you needn't is you don't have the necessity, okay, if you don't want to do something. 7, the Acropolis is the greatest building, to have been built in ancient times. To have been built is a passive in the present perfect. We will see the passive, so don't worry too much if you don't understand this a lot. It doesn't matter by now. 8, he refused to take responsibility for the accident. So guys, this is what we were seeing the other day, ing or to. So refuse is not in our list, so it is going with to. Okay. 9, he used to be married to an actress. I'm interested in this one. What do you have? Yes, very good. Very good. So used is in the past, so we use the auxiliary for the past. Okay, just in case you have doubts. She talks to me, friends. Let me see what you have put in this one. And the winner is, well, the winners, it is A, as if we were friends. You're not going to use like with this, like we were friends, no, as we were. Normally as if, como si, como si. If you want if, you're going to put as. Como es as y like, pero like es más para like me, like we're going to, we can, one day we can make a distinction between these two, but normally when you have if, well, when you have if, not normally, always, you're going to put as if. So because this is a hypothesis and we use well, this is like the half of a conditional. We will see conditionals, which is correct. Let me see, guys, A or B. Is a person who lives in a foreign country. B, yes. Yes, good. Executor, we say, very good, guys. We say executor to someone working, well, someone who carries out a will. So nothing to do with expatriate. 12, is someone who bets money on horse or dog races. I'm interested in this one. This was a little bit difficult. Is A, very good. Panther, very good. And prude, prude is a noun, which means is a person. I'm going to say in Spanish if I remember the word, mojigato. Okay, and panther would be apostador. Okay, so I mean, for me, I would say that this is C2. Okay, 13, is a person who enters and lives in an occupied building. B, very good. Squatter. This is ocupa in Spanish. Squatter in English. Stalwart means incondicional, is an adjective. So we need a noun. We will see more difficult adjectives one day. Is a person who has very strong and often unreasonable opinions, but is very intolerant of other people's opinions. A or B? A, very good. Vigot, very good. And we have vigot, guys, is the noun, and the adjective is vigoted, okay, which means intolerant. And bore is a noun, okay, which means patan, okay, like a very bad person, a mischievous person. 15, is a person who is very rich and powerful, especially in industry. What do you have? Very good. This is easy, kind of easy, because we have the same in Spanish, like the same noun. Another word for saying magnate is tycoon in English. This is the same, just in case you want to widen your vocabulary of English. And now I think we start with, 16. Is someone who enters a place where they have no right to be. What do you have? Oh, this is... It is C, guys. Bundle, okay? Bundle. And now we're going to see similes, which are a little bit, they are not too common, and we will be working on other similes another day. Okay, so don't worry too much about it. So what do you have? As quiet as a mouse or old? A or B? Mouse. It's mouse. Why, guys? Because this is like an expression, okay? So I cannot tell you why. This is like an expression. As easy as pie, okay? We have this expression, easy peasy. Está chupado, easy peasy, okay? Or as easy as pie. Pie is like a cake, okay? Or it's nothing. Well, I'm not going to go into more expressions because we're going to see today. As thick as thieves, okay? As thick as thieves. Why? Because this is a simile, okay? A ver, en español, imagine, we have tan blanco como la leche, tan... I don't know in Spanish now. Let me find. Don't worry about similes because we will be working on them. Ah, perfect. I don't have the document. Well, as big as, whatever, as small as, those are similes, comparisons. As stubborn as a mule. Very good. As quick as Flash. Very good at Flash. Good. As smooth as you say B. No, it's not B, it's A. Velvet is a material, okay, which is terciopelo. Okay, it's a material. And a kitten is a little cat. Un gatito is a kitten, and un perrito is a puppy. Okay, so, bueno, podría ser tan suave como un gato, ¿no? Pero es tan suave como el terciopelo. As pleased as Punch, I'm telling you guys, as pleased as Punch, and as thin as a rake. Okay, so imagine, guys, when are we using these expressions? Imagine I say something about someone and I say, oh, this boy is very thin, so he's as thin as a rake. Okay, this is an expression. If I say of 24, as pleased as Punch, literally, Maria, it doesn't mean anything, literally, okay? We could translate it as no, it is true, guys, because those are expressions. Tan satisfecho como a punch es un puñetazo, ¿vale? Entonces, bueno, podéis encontrarle la lógica. So, cuando alguien está muy satisfecho por algo, decís, as pleased as a punch. That's it. That's why I wanted to show you the other similes which I have, but I don't know where they are. Let me see, comparisons. No, it's strange. Well, I'll find it. Well, it doesn't matter. Exactly. Very good, Alberto. Very good. So literally, they don't mean anything. Okay, we can find equivalencies, okay, analogies. This is what I do. I'm going to do, well, we are going to do, all of you, with expressions. Exactly, guys, this is the equivalencies, okay? Guys, for example, in English we say as smooth as velvet. Pero no hay nada que, bueno, yo no he oído en español a nadie decir, esto está tan suave como el terciopelo. Puedes hacer una comparación, pero no es una expresión. Y en inglés sí. O as thin as a rake, tan delgado o delgada como un rastrillo, literal, ¿no? Entonces, nadie dice en español tan delgado como un rastrillo, dices, está esquelético, ¿no? O algo así, I don't know. So, guys, en las expresiones intentamos encontrar la equivalencia en el otro idioma. Da igual el idioma que sea, ¿vale? No traducimos literal. O sea, literalmente esto, por ejemplo, as please a sponge or as quiet as a mouse. Well, we could say anything else. As quiet as an owl. It could be good. But this is an expression. Today we're going to see more expressions, okay? So don't worry too much about this. English has many things that have been have to be studied by heart, and well, in all languages. In all languages, when you are advancing, this is very well. Now we are going to see expressions. I hope that you like the expressions that we are going to see. And these expressions, okay, guys, can be included in the writing if they are appropriate to the context of the writing, or in the speaking part if they are appropriate, okay? So you can include these expressions and the level would be considered as to be higher. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to be writing in here. So what are we seeing today? Expressions. Okay, more expressions to include where I can. Okay, this is not only for the exam, but well, for everything. So let's going to see. The first, I'm gonna put it like that. It's a pain in the neck. It's a pain in the neck. It's a pain in the neck means that, for example, someone or something is a pain in, is very annoying. Okay, someone being annoying. Okay, you can say it's a pain in the neck, like a situation, or he is a pain in the neck, or she is a pain in the neck. So this is something as annoying, okay? When we want to say that something is molesto. For example, in Spanish, we don't say es un dolor en el cuello. No decimos eso. Decimos más bien es un grano en el culo, ¿no? Pero en inglés no suena como en español, ¿vale? Porque es el cuello, ¿vale? Entonces, estas expresiones las incluimos donde podamos. It's a pain in the neck, ¿vale? Voy a abrir la parte de speaking. For you to see, don't worry about these. Those are expressions that you know already. So, for example, imagine you are asked to, well, I will explain the speaking part. Imagine you have this for in your exam, okay? So always in the exam, guys, you will have to describe the images a little bit. You will describe what you see in them, and you will have to answer to the question that is given to you, okay? So you will have to focus also on the question. But when you're describing, you can say also your opinion about things, okay? For example, in the first picture, I see some students who seem to be studying in a class because they are with books and they seem to be paying attention, okay? You describe, okay? And you can say your own opinion and you can include these expressions. Or maybe they are boring because studying is a pain in the neck. Okay, a pain in the neck is neutral, no es informal. Si nosotros decimos, es el equivalente de es algo muy molesto, es molesto o es muy aburrido, ¿vale? Pues yo puedo incluir estas expresiones las puedo ir colando, ¿vale? No os digo que metáis todas, os digo que I tell you just to choose the expressions that you most like and you can include them in the speaking, for example. In fact, you know that this is de hecho. This is, I'm going to give you a synonym, which is actually is de hecho, okay? So don't be confused. Actually no es actualmente. Actualmente es nowadays. So this is a false friend. Okay, well, I'm going to miss expressions and idioms. Okay, so guys, in the speaking part, for example, they are not interested in, I don't know, guys, in the words you, in the content, but in the words you use, in the expressions you use. In fact, we've said that is de hecho as actually, que actually no es actualmente, eso sería nowadays. Nowadays it's written like that. Currently, yes. Currently. Very good. Okay, imagine you want to say, let me give you an idiom, the apple doesn't fall far away from the tree. The apple doesn't fall far away from the tree. What do you think that idiom is in Spanish? No idea. Okay. No, no, Raquel. I mean, you're very inventive, so very good. But no, this is not. Is de tal palo, tal astilla. No. De tal palo, tal astilla, ¿no? Es la equivalencia, lo que hablábamos antes. Si lo digo literal es the apple doesn't fall far away from the tree. La manzana no cae muy lejos del árbol. Pues eso es de tal palo, tal astilla, ¿vale? Porque siempre buscamos la equivalencia. De tal palo, tal astilla. Yo puedo meter esto en cualquier imagen, ¿ok? I don't know. You can comment this image that these children are learning to recycle. I don't know. You invent. The thing that I'm introducing today is that you are going to, in the speaking, you have to show that you have a C1, guys, and you have to include expressions and you have to invent, okay? Because many people fail these exams because they do not know what to say about the images, but just invent. Maybe they say, oh, there are children studying and they have books. No, guys, you have to invent. What do you think about these two learning environments? Okay, so they are in the school, so you may say the advantages or disadvantages of learning in a class in contrast to learning in the outside, okay, with a teacher. I don't know, and I invent. This teacher is trying to explain his students how to recycle because I suppose that they are doing a project and whatever. And you have to include these expressions, okay, guys? In fact, I think that blah, 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 blah. And you invent. Because if this is not just describing, guys, what are you going to say? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 children and the teacher. And in the background, we've got many bottles. No, you have to invent. Okay, this is inventing and showing that you know English. They don't care about the content. They care about the expressions you use, how you say the things, and so on. So this is what we are saying. De tal palo, tal astilla. Puedo decir que la gente no recicla en su casa y de tal palo tal astilla, pues los hijos, si los padres no reciclan, luego los hijos tampoco. Siempre puedo meter esto. No os estoy diciendo que metáis este, estoy diciendo que vamos a ver muchísimos y que os aprendáis algunos, ¿ok? Los que más se puedan amoldar. Or, guys, these idioms may appear in the listening, okay, so that you understand more. As clear, we're going to see another simile. As clear as a day, tan claro como el agua, as clear as a day. As clear as a day. Tan claro como el agua. Pues yo me invento. Veo la imagen. Between an idiom. Un idiom es un proverbio. Es más como un proverbio. Una expresión. Por ejemplo, una expresión es it's a pain in the neck. Pero un proverbio es más, por ejemplo, todos los caminos se llevan a Roma, o en abril aguas mil, ¿vale? Es casi lo mismo, solo que el... Sí, son como refranes, exacto. El idioma es un refrán. Sí. O sea, también los refranes, claro, también son expresiones, pero... Claro, y esto, por ejemplo, es una comparación. As clear as a day, tan claro como el día, que es tan claro como el agua, decimos en español. Es una comparación, pero es una expresión, ¿vale? En verdad todos son expresiones, luego hay como subcategorías. As clear as a day, tan claro como el agua. So I can see this and I say, as clear as a day, it's as clear as a day that they do not recycle, and that's why these children are supposed to be learning how to do this with the teachers. So they are completely different environments. Okay, you can comment whatever you want, guys, but you have to include the question. You have to answer the question. If you answer the question, comment whatever you want, and you're going to have 1 minute. We will see this in detail, so don't worry too much about it. This is just, guys, an introduction that you have to invent things, okay? So like this, imagine. Why have the people decided to communicate in these different ways? And guys, I mean, you have to invent something, right? So in the first photo, I can see a couple that probably they are meeting, they are on the first date. Me lo invento y sin vergüenza. They are on their first date and they have probably decided to communicate in this way because they are going to see them face to face, okay, so that on a first date this is better, whereas on the other picture we've got a woman in a computer. It seems to be Skype, so this woman may be talking with another person because she lives in another country. Si os equivocáis, como yo ahora, decís sorry y seguís hablando. She lives in another country. ¿Veis? Me estoy inventando todo. Or maybe because they are chatting, I don't know, guys, you have to invent. Maybe because they live in another country, so that they have to communicate through Skype. Teleworking, they are teleworking because of the coronavirus. Exactly. Exactly, guys. So you understand. Ahí ya estoy, voy a decir esto en español. Ahí ya estoy contestando a la pregunta, ¿por qué esta gente ha decidido comunicarse de esta forma diferente? Claro, puedo decir, los primeros porque se ven cara a cara y esto porque, yo qué sé, están teletrabajando. Pero claro, tengo que enrollarme 1 minuto, entonces me tengo que inventar cosas. Entonces, pues meto expresiones. O digo, nowadays people are teleworking. These things. You have to show that you have the level. What else? Let's see more. As soon as possible. Lo antes posible, as soon as possible. As soon as possible, lo antes posible. Okay, these people, this woman is I suppose that she's chatting with another person because speaking through Skype is very quickly and they maybe wanted to speak as soon as possible. I don't know. Querían hablar rápido y se pusieron en Skype. Yo qué sé. Y si os equivocáis, pues decís, sorry, I correct this. Ya está. Don't worry about it. At last, por fin, at last. It's a pity, very good. It's a pity. It's a shame, it's a pity. Very good. At last, por fin. At least, al menos. At least. Okay. By heart, de memoria. If you know this, the expression or the idiom, it's not necessary for you to copy. This is like a review because I don't know what you know. It rings a bell. It rings a bell when you know something a little bit, but you don't know exactly what the other person is meaning. You say, me suena. Me suena es, it rings a bell. It rings a bell, me suena. Si yo ya digo, me suena que tal, tal, yo digo, it rings a bell that, bla, bla, bla. By chance, por casualidad, by chance. Well, I'm seeing more because I take for granted. Take for granted. Dar por hecho. I take for granted, guys, that you know most of these expressions or idioms. So I'm giving you a lot. I know, but I think they are not difficult. I'm going to see more expressions and then I will give you some idioms. At the end of the day, guys, at the end of the day is not al final del día, que también, literalmente puede ser eso. But it is at the end of the day, al fin y al cabo. Al fin y al cabo. ¿Vale? Imagine this image. So for example, I suppose that these people are teleworking at the end of the day. This is what all of us are doing. This is an example, guys. You can be more creative than me. Better devil, devil. Look at the pronunciation, okay? Better devil, you know, than evil, you don't. Mejor lo malo conocido que lo bueno por conocer. Better devil, you know, than evil, you don't. "14, between the devil and the deep blue sea." What do you think this is it, guys? Tell me in Spanish, what do you think this idiom means? Yes, good. Entre la espada y la pared, yes. Between the devil and the deep blue sea. Very good. Something about with the devil. Talking of the devil. Talking of the devil. Hablando del rey de Roma. Talking of the devil. Estás hablando de alguien y ese alguien pasa por ahí. Anda, hablando del rey de Roma. Talking of the devil. So they like doing expressions with the word devil, as you can see, guys. Better devil you know than evil you don't. Between the devil and the deep blue sea, talking of the devil, hablando del rey de Roma. More. Let's see. By the skin of my teeth. What do you think this is in Spanish? By the skin of my teeth. No, it's something about pelos, but it is not los pelos de punta. No. By the skin of my teeth. Es por los pelos. Oh, I passed the exam by the skin of my teeth. And let's see another one, and I think that's going to be it. 17, by the way, is used when you are talking about something and then you remember something else and you say, by the way, bla, 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 bla. ¿Ok? Por cierto. By the way. A lo mejor, por cierto, no lo podéis decir en el speaking. Bueno, no sé, depende de cómo quede, ¿no? But maybe in the informal writing you can say it. Anyway, all together. Anyway, de todos modos. Guys, I don't know if you have more questions. Maybe if you want to know something else, we will keep on seeing expressions and idioms. Okay, so there are many more. So don't worry about that. I don't know. This is good. We will see more another day. So what? For instance, let me see. For instance, but it's written like that. Very good. For instance is the same as for example. Okay, so this is another way of saying the same. No, don't worry, Raquel, don't worry. It's nothing. Guys, this is the thing that you have to do. Finding synonyms. Si estáis todo el rato, por ejemplo, pues ya si decís eso, mejor que sea for instance, bla, 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 for example, as we can see, okay? Imagine, you have in my opinion. Okay, in my opinion. In my opinion is good, but it sounds like very easy. Okay, you can say to my mind, as according to my point of view. You can say the same, but differently, according to my point of view. As I can see, as I consider, as I do consider. Okay, these type of things. As I do consider, this do is for emphasis. As I do consider, I believe that these people in the image, blah, blah, blah. Okay, instead of saying in my opinion, to my mind, from my point of view, my take on the situation is that my take is my opinion, okay, in this context. What's your take, for example, what's your take on this issue? What's your opinion on this issue, about this issue? Okay, so my take on this situation is that blah, blah, blah. So guys, you have to find ways in which you say like difficult things or difficult vocabulary. Okay. So imagine this is an example with adjectives. For example, we've got lazy. Okay, lazy is, you know, that is perezoso. Okay, so instead of saying, imagine, I can't invent anything. So these guys seem to be lazy because they don't want to study. I'm inventing. So instead of saying lazy, you can say sluggish. This is an adjective we studied in the other session. Sluggish or indolent. Okay, so guys, this is not what you're saying, but it's not the content, but which words you are using. Okay, it has to be difficult because this is C1 or even C2. So you have to speak so kind of looking for a difficult vocabulary and so on. Okay, imagine, instead of saying moreover, for saying además veo no sé qué en la imagen, además tal, tal, moreover, in addition, furthermore, thus, hence, okay, this type of things. Even though Raquel is written like that, okay, and even though is It's not moreover, it means however. However is like nevertheless, okay? Okay. So you understand what I mean exactly, to connect things. Don't say just like moreover, but say in addition, besides, furthermore, or don't say then. I mean, say, you can say then, but you can say thus, you can say hence. More difficult things, say the same, but with more difficult words. Okay, so this is it. This is it, guys. So we've got, let me remind you the parts of the speaking. And now I'm going to give you time to do something. Oh my God. No. Structure. Here it is. Okay, speaking. Okay, in the first part, we have two pictures that we have to compare. Okay, so this is the first, comparing pictures, and in the other exercises, guys, you're going to have like a topic. I have pictures in here. This is how you are going to see the exam. Okay, so don't worry about like seeing this this thing. Okay, you're going to see this, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So you have to be concentrated on your image or whatever thing. So this is comparing photographs. We're going to do this, and also in the rest of the exercises, you're going to go. You're going to develop a topic, and with of course a question. Okay, for developing the topic, like what can people do to lose weight? Is there such a thing like a miracle diet? Okay, and you've got a picture, but the picture is an excuse for you developing the topic. It's an excuse. They don't want you to comment, oh, there is a woman with a lot of veggies. No, it is just an excuse, okay, as in this one here. We're going to practice all of this, don't worry. That's why I'm going quick. Tell me about the last time you spent time with your family. So, guys, I mean, the picture is an excuse for you speaking and not seeing all of this gray. I mean, this is just for, you know, for seeing this. And, well, you invent, guys. For example, you have this. Now I'm going to give you time to practice this. And, guys, the questions are going to be very, very, very easy. But where is the level? The level, guys, is hidden in the things you say. Okay, this is the same for APTIS, General, Advanced, B1, C2, A1. This is going to be the same. Tell me about the last time you spent time with your family. This is very simple, but you have to invent something in which you say difficult words. You get the meaning, what I'm trying to say. Esto no es, venga, describo la imagen. No, tengo que demostrar que tengo el C1 y me invento una historia donde me pegue meter pues estas cosas. Siempre, always, guys, you are going to have 1 minute to prepare yourselves. 1 minute is just few time, but it's good to invent something. Okay, so for example, I'm going to invent it as I'm speaking. Okay, so tell me about the last time you spent time with your family. The last time I spent time with my family was in my previous birthday. It was such a beautiful day. I'm inventing. Okay, imagine the last time I spent time with my family was yesterday. But I invent something great. So it was my birthday. I was given a lot of presents. Let me find something here of the idioms we've been working on. For instance, my presents were a bike and I don't know, and makeup. I don't know. And well, this was as clear as a day that they were going to give me that because I asked for it in my birthday list. I don't know, guys. I mean, you have to invent something. Si sois creativos, muy bien, pero el contenido les da igual. Ellos van a hacer, a ver, esta chica se ha confundido en algo de gramática, no. ¿Ha metido alguna expresión difícil? Vale. ¿El vocabulario que ha utilizado es susceptible de ser del C1 o C2? Sí, vale, ya está. Aprobado. Así es como va el examen, no es, ay, esta chica se ha inventado que era su cumpleaños y I don't mind. Okay, guys, so I'm going to give you just 2 minutes to prepare, and then I will ask for a volunteer, okay, to do this part. You have to speak for 1 minute, so you have to be creative and try to use, yes, Raquel. Yes, but I'm going to explain that. In that paper, you are going to have the paper in which you have all the codes, okay, and you're going to do it on the other side. Okay, I'm gonna put the cam so that you can see me. Okay, guys. So for example, you're going to have a paper. Okay, a paper with the codes for the exam and so on. And if you turn over the page, you can write, but you're going to have only the other side. But exactly, guys, in that moment, you can start writing keywords or writing even whole sentences, okay? Or the idioms you want to include or the things you want to include. For example, let me put something here. Esto es una introducción al speaking, ¿vale? Que no nos tenemos que quedar callados, porque hay gente, chicos, lo que os quiero decir, esto lo voy a decir en español, hay gente que ve esto y ya se raya. Dice, la última vez que pasé tiempo con mi familia, y se ponen a pensar, a ver, y esto ya va corriendo, ¿no? Y ya luego se ponen nerviosos porque ven que esto, pues se acaba el tiempo, ¿no? Si es 1 minuto o lo que sea, pues se acaba el tiempo. Y se ponen a pensar, a ver, ¿cuándo fue la última vez? A ver, ¿y ahora qué digo? No, es que tiene que salir ya, me lo invento. Me lo invento, fue ayer porque ayer fue mi cumpleaños o ayer hice no sé qué. O imaginaos que la pregunta es, bueno, eso ya lo veremos, no voy a decir más preguntas. De momento quiero que practiquéis esta. So, for example, imaginaos, ahora os doy tiempo para esta, ¿vale? Imaginaos que tenemos las fotos y queremos pues describirlas. Pues no solo voy a decir, in one picture I see this, on the other picture I see the other thing. No, as we can see, or as it can be seen, or I suppose that this is, okay, I use different structures, okay? And here, for example, you've got the passive. So it is high level of English. As it can be seen, as it may be supposed, as it may be supposed, as it can be inferred, there is a, ¿vale? Porque claro, chicos, si yo empiezo un texto en el speaking y digo, there is a woman, ¿vale? Genial. Y eso lo puede decir uno de la 1. There is a woman. Pero si yo digo, as it can be inferred, there is a woman, ya está perfecto. ¿Me entendéis, no? Okay, so guys, I'm going to give you just 2 minutes. And as I have told you, I will ask for a volunteer. So, 2 minutes. Let me see. It depends on the exercise, Raquel. You've got all the instructions in estructura APTIS Advanced. Este documento está ya enviado en el chat, ¿vale? Entonces, for example, in the first part, you have to speak for 45 seconds. And here, when you have questions, you have 2 minutes. Okay, so yes, 2 minutes, one. It doesn't matter that you. Let me see, guys. For example, imagine if you have this and you only speak 45 seconds out of 1 minute. It doesn't matter. If you speak more, it doesn't matter. Okay, well, if you speak more, it is going to be cut. Okay, si esto llega aquí, se para y automáticamente pasa al siguiente ejercicio y se guarda, ¿vale? Que no llegáis, que quitáis, que no llegáis a todos los segundos que hay que hablar. It doesn't matter. Okay, so Raquel, have you understood? So it depends on the part. In here, 2 minutes. I mean, you can, if you speak 1 minute and 30 seconds, it doesn't matter. ¿Ok? A ver, si no sabéis muy bien de qué hablar o todo esto, ¿no? Lo que yo os recomiendo es que lo hagáis más lento. Si decís, bueno, de esto no voy a saber qué decir. Hablo súper lento y que pase el tiempo. ¿Vale? Okay, so guys, I need one volunteer. The one that, well, if you want, you can do it.
I prepare some tests, but it's 2 minutes long. It's a short text. But
well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can try. You can try.
At first, all we know that we just passed a delicate situation by the corona. Currently, we can visit people in our town, but right now, it's a pity we can't visit our family in other towns. Because of my family live outside, my last time I could spend some time with there was on January by my sister-in-law's birthday. Just.
Very good, very good. Okay, so guys, the positive thing is that you are going to you can write something, so this is good for you, and very good.
Thank you.
Jose says bravo, very good. Jose,
thank you. Thank you, Jose.
Very good, more things. Claro, por eso digo que hay que chicos, lo que os digo es que también hay que tener como una capacidad de invención que ya va más allá del inglés o del nivel, ya va más allá, que hay que inventarse más cosas. Pero bueno, eso se irá practicando, so don't worry about it. Any other volunteer, guys? Si no, no pasa nada. No? Okay, guys, so what we're going to see is that we're going to keep on practicing this the following week or the following, in the following month and so on. So don't worry. I was going to say something important, but I just forgot. Let me remind. I will put more and more questions so that you can invent these things. Because, guys, the exam is going to be easy. I mean, it is going to be easy. Look at this question or look at the images. It's just saying something. Imagine you have this. You have to speak about pollution. I will be working on this in the following week, so don't worry too much. This is, guys, saying many things. Okay, and speaking for 2 minutes exactly. But well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because in the exam, as you are thinking and all of this, you are going to speak that. Don't worry about it. Si no practicáis en clase, no pasa nada. Quiero decir esto, cada uno, si os da cosa o lo que sea, no pasa nada. Simplemente lo que sí que tenéis que hacer es ir pensando qué diríais. Ay, pues qué diría yo si me cae esto, o qué diría yo si me cae esto. Esto ya lo veremos, ¿ok? So guys, thank you for coming. That was all. I hope you have learned something useful today. We will continue with the a book, Raquel, like literary book. I don't know. That depends on your tastes. If you like one book, you can read it in English. Because if not, guys, it is going to be adapted. And if the rest of the people can recommend something. Okay, so Raquel, Maria is telling you Agatha Christie. Yes, something you like. I mean, I cannot recommend you something literary. I can recommend you grammar books and all these things, but literary, it depends on your tastes. And you can find the books in English. This is very easy. Okay, guys, so see you next day. Have a very nice weekend and a very nice end of the week. And see you next day with more expressions, with more speaking, and with more everything. See you
Thanks,
guys.
Marta. Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
Marta, nice weekend. Bye bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye bye. Have fun.